Hello everyone! Today on this episode I will be showing you more 3D models for Procreate. I found these on sketchfab.com. You can find a link to Deftroy's portfolio in the description below. Deftroy has sent me a sample of his 3D model, which we will be taking a look at in a minute. Here on his Sketchfab page, you can see he has many cool 3D models that have skin designs for the base layers, giving them a more realistic look. You can find them under his collection Anatomy for Tattoo Artists. I find these 3D models a great tool for tattoo artists who are trying to please their clients. If you want to learn how to download 3D models, please check out the Procreate video link in the description below. Alright, let's take a look at the 3D model I was sent to try out. Before we get into it though, don't forget to take a second to subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks on Procreate, art, and tattooing. I downloaded this from sketchfab.com and saved it to the files on my iPad. From the files folder on my iPad, I saved it to Procreate, and as you can see, it is now in Procreate. So obviously you can see here that it is a female model he sent me. Looks like she's wearing a bikini here. You can take that on and off, and it's still pretty PG underneath for posting on Instagram and things like that, where you have to worry about those things. That's the bikini top. But yeah, so you have that option, which is nice because we want the tattoos on her body, not necessarily on her clothes, although that's cool too. All the layers are white. They all have the same name, so you have to go in and change your base layer names if you want to identify which body part you're accessing. But yes, you only access one body part here at a time. And to really see where you're working, it's best to try changing your base layer color. So let's try doing that on the torso. So this looks like the torso here. We're just going to change this from 3D to 2D mode. And now we don't see anything because we need to change our base layer color, but we're going to go back and do that. We'll do that in just 3D mode. That's actually going to work better here. We're going to go fill layer, and now you can see everything is black. If we were to do this in the 2D mode, it would fill the whole screen, but now when we go back to 2D mode, we see the actual shape of that body part. So again, the base layer color can only be changed in the 3D mode. So you'll have to toggle back and forth, but here it is, our base layer now in 2D mode. So we have a guide for our design. We have the black base layer. Let's change this to a pink color to match skin tone. I'm gonna use a reference image here to get the skin tone that I want. We'll come back to that in a second. But here we are in the base layer. We're going to switch this back to 3D mode. Again, that's how you change the base layer color. So now she's got a nice pinkish hue to her torso. In 2D mode, we can see it indicating the area. Here's the design I did, which matches the base layer color. The background is the same color here. So I'm gonna just position that right about in the middle, and let's see what that looks like in 3D. Woo, it's huge. I'm gonna go to Canvas, reference, and now this is a way we can look at our 3D image when we change it back to 2D mode. So now we have a reference for how it's changing, and as we change in 2D, it changes in 3D. We can line it up, center it, put it wherever we want. Might want to take the bra off for this one. It's going to be on the chest at all. So as you can see, we can control the design in 2D mode. but there is one drawback or limitation of the Procreate 3D program, is that the edge of the boundary, or the base layer boundary for the 2D mode, actually is the boundary for the model. It has to end somewhere because it's in 2D, and that's the nature of 2D. So because it's like a piece of paper, the paper has an edge, and if your design goes off that edge, it basically looks chopped up. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we're gonna bring this design, we wanna see it on the back of this model now. Here's our reference image. We can see now that we're on the edge of the boundary. Only half of that design is showing, and it's not because we're going off the picture, it's really just that line. I'll show you here. So just that part's missing there. One way around this is to kind of line it up, split it in half and join them. I've done that already here. So here I have the design, I've split it in half, and I've joined the two sides together in the 3D mode by doing that. So it's time consuming, but you can get the design on other parts of the model at the edge of the 2D mode display. Always remember to use the reference image under canvas so that you can see what you're doing in 3D mode while you're changing it in 2D. That'll make it easier to align things. Another cool thing we can do with these 3D models is export them as GIFs for the client. Unfortunately, I have had some trouble in the past where the GIF swings in strange directions, not best for showing the client. Now with this new model, I was pleased not to have that same issue. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so I brought up this other model that I downloaded, and I wanted to show you the limitation of this particular model in exporting GIFs. So if we go to the wrench and we go to share image, animated GIF, we get to the preview area, and we see here that the arm is swinging horizontally. Changing these settings doesn't change that action either. We can sort of slow it down, slow that swing, or that ease. We have some control over the distance. It doesn't get super close, and the duration, but yeah, so not great for clients. Okay, here we are back at our new 3D model. We're going to try to make a GIF out of this full body. Let's see how that looks. So we're just going to go to share, animated GIF. You want to slow it down, make it bigger, maybe a little bit of ease. Let's export that. Let's see what it did. So it saved a GIF. Here's my model turning in circles. Can we zoom in? Yep, we can zoom in on the designs. You know, somewhat low quality here, but hey, you know, there it is. That's kind of what it would look like. A lot better than on a 2D piece of paper, I think. And here we are back at the Sketchfab website. Thank you, Eli, for sending us that 3D model. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you would like Eli to create a custom 3D model for you, please contact him through Sketchfab. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been an episode about Procreate on the Floaty Lady channel. Subscribe for more. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.